Live.
With this, what's your things on the gang, on the gang. Let these niggas know I'm big Mo, and I ain't for the fake shit.
Tough, red flag. Go and throw the M's up. Free gangster Miller game time. Whoa, whoa. Bang on. Whoa, whoa. Bang on. Big glow. Real right blood in this bitch. Not on disrespect, I got the gun in this bitch. Better pretending gonna have some fun in this bitch. Big guns, no love. I'm not a street runner, big blood. In the Millers, worldwide, nigga. Why you hating? You no killer. Niggas pussy hit my agent, you can book me. Whoa. On the set, nigga. Whoa. Bang on. Big blood.
Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it's gonna be. Turnt Up TV, Colorado's #1 show,
Yes,
sports, music,
sir.
entertainment, and of course, Colorado hip hop. Man, I am live. I got my man's Glo Gotti in the
What's
building. What's
good?
good,
What's
fam?
good? What's good? What's good, homie?
Oh man, I'm excited to have you on, bro. You repping out of Virginia right now, is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what's up, bro. I appreciate it. Turnt Up TV, if you've been watching the last hour and a half, we've been all over the world. I started with my man's out in India, Mumbai, and then I just got done with an interview with my man Lenny out in Columbus, Ohio. And now from Columbus, Ohio, we taking you all the way out to Virginia. So Turnt Up TV really hit the map today. My guy Glo Gotti is here, reached out to us on Instagram. I appreciate you following us on there, man, and tapping in with us. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody out there in Turnt Up TV land?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. How y'all? Hey, how everybody doing? What's popping, man? I'm Glo Gotti, Virginia artist. Been working real hard. In the game about 6 years. Took a little minute. Ins and outs, but things finally, taking a turn for a brother. So, you know, we just going real hard this year. We got movies dropping. We got a whole lot of mixtapes. I just dropped my single Problem, Glo Gotti Problem. We had 17,000 streams on Spotify. I just dropped my R&B single 3 months ago. Glo Gotti Angels. We had 9,000 streams on Spotify. Everything just going up.
I like that, man. I love it, and I love everything that you've got going on. You stay busy, you stay working. Rapper, actor, clothing. I mean, overall entrepreneur right here. Where did your journey start, my man? As far as wanting to get into the entertainment business?
Well, to be honest, I was shooting ball. I used to shoot ball, so shooting ball doesn't always go accordingly. Like everyone
Right.
thinks. So, so I had to pick a different outlet. Back in 2013, I got shot in a house party. So it kind of messed up my jump shot. You know what I'm saying? I got shot in my wrist. Right. Hold on. I can show you right
Oh shit! Out of everywhere, the wrist.
here.
Damn.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah,
definitely
no.
put a halt on the ball career.
Man, I couldn't even shoot the same. I was scared to lay the ball up, just in case somebody fouled me or slapped my wrist. So it just took a toll on me, on my confidence. So after that, I pretty much knew my senior year, because that was my senior year. I pretty much knew I wasn't gonna go to the NBA or anything like that. So I started doing my music. Now I tried it back in 2000 and 2008. I was very young. I was probably around like 12, 11, something like that. I started it, but I just didn't take it too serious. But I got back into that, started going back to the studio, and one of my family members, got incarcerated. So, he was the one pushing me to do it, pushing me to really do it. Like, do it, do this, do this, do this, do this. And I was playing at first, and then when he got incarcerated, I took it very seriously. Started going to the studio every day, started writing more, and everything. It took time, man. It took a whole lot of time. People didn't take me serious. People took me as a joke. You know how it is, man.
Yeah.
Your own friends won't even share your music. They think
Yeah, bro. That's the first. That's right there. That's how you know you're really making moves when your friends and stuff are ignoring it, because
they don't want to see it.
That's just part of the game, bro. That's just part of it. We had so many artists that are like, bro, I can't get my friends to tap in. I'm like, that's not who you should be making music for in the first place.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And see, now that I'm 25, I understand now that friends and the stuff like the material things and friends and things that you can't really count for in life. You really can't worry about those. You have to worry about the people that love you, the people that really want to see you win. And when I focused on that, I started last year. Things took a turn for me last year in the music. Overall, I did a feature on Jadakiss mixtape. Who really got bars, volume 3.
Yeah.
It went like 30,000 streams. Man, it went crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's on top mixtapes. After that, I started getting a little notoriety. People started really like, okay, who is that? Who is that? And from there on, I just kept the work up. I just dropped a video. I've been kind of, I ain't dropped a video in about a year, so I just dropped my new video. So, yeah, man. So everything is finally coming on the upwards. I'm just blessed, man, to be honest with you. From getting shot to making it to this stage, to even being on this interview with you. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing, to be honest with you.
I love to hear that, man. I'm glad you're able to come off on the other side of that, because a lot of people aren't as fortunate, especially in that situation. And I'm pretty sure some people. I know some people that have been in that position, and they didn't see it to the other side. Now, going back to that, man, how much of that pain went into some of the first music you did when it's talking about having something like your dream taken from you, as in basketball? How much of that emotions and how much of that pain went into some of that first music you made?
Well, to be honest, I was very how can you say it? I was very frustrated, because it's not a lot of opportunities, for us males, anyway, as it is, especially if you don't have a degree. And so when that happened, it's like I was so angry, just angry that that basketball didn't work. So I had so much to say about hatred, people, like, because I made the starting lineup on a basketball team, and a lot of guys, they didn't like it, you know what I'm saying? And so, I just started seeing little stuff like that, like, and that's what I started gravitating rapping towards. And when I started doing that, like I said, my family member got incarcerated, back then things was a whole lot different. I really didn't have a conscience. I was just wild with it. I didn't think. After I graduated, it really wasn't too much for me to really do that, I thought. And that's why I had to elevate in my mind, to be honest with you, because there was a lot then that I could have done, but I was just so misled and misguided, and I was just, all wrong, all bad. And it just took me to really lose that family member and really be on my own, and see, like, hey, you in this on your own. You can't depend on someone else to make sure you eat, or make sure y'all go make a way to eat. You in this on your own, so you gotta hustle, you gotta work, and then after that, after that person got incarcerated, I started working, to be honest. And I worked at this job called IKEA. I worked at this job for about
IKEA. Okay, we got an IKEA down here. The motherfucking
oh yeah.
The
Oh
Disney
yeah.
World of furniture stores, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
First time I
Yeah. I
walked
work.
in that bitch, I'm like, damn, like this is Disney World for furniture, yo.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
bro, they even got their own restaurant in there, right? Like a special meatballs or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah. They do a lot of stuff, man. You know, it's real big company. So I
Yeah.
started working for them for about 9 months, man, and you know it was cool, but you know I was working through a temp service, and they was only paying about 840, 845, and I was
Oh,
just like,
no.
oh man, I'm breaking my back. I'm lifting this heavy wood. I'm doing things. You know, I know this is just not me. You know what I'm saying? So for 9 months, I did that, and then I tried a second job. I tried to work at Badcock Furniture. I tried,
Okay.
so
Okay.
I tried working through that, and taking the furniture on the truck, and taking to the people's houses, man. But after my third day, it was snowing, right? It was snowing on my third day, right? And we had to take a living room set, a bedroom set, and a diner and I think a dining room set to this fourth floor apartment. I said, man, I'm not doing this no more, man. I can't
Nope.
do this no more, man. I
Yeah,
said,
bro. You're like, no, first off, this is some heavy ass furniture, and then you want me moving in the snow?
in
Hell
the
no.
snow, man, y'all supposed to cancel the whole work day in the snow. You know, we can really slip and break,
And not,
and
yeah,
break our
and not
back or
be no 8
anything.
something an hour, bro. That's for damn sure.
So so after that, man, I tried to go back to the IKEA job, and they wouldn't even let me come back, man. So I said,
No,
man,
they said, no, you fucked up. You had one shot here. You left us. You went to the other furniture company now. You ain't.
yeah, yeah,
Oh man, no man. But in all honesty, bro, I do respect your hustle because a lot of artists don't understand that they just want to rap, they just want to entertain, they just want to make music, and they don't understand that sometimes you got to put your pride to the side and you got to work a regular ass job to put in towards your dream to expand your
a
dream.
shit show.
Uh,
Yeah,
what are your thoughts on that, man? Because I've talked to a lot of artists, and they're like, "Yo, I'm struggling on this and that, and I don't know where to get these funds from." And I'm like, "Well, where are you working at?" And they're like, "Bro, I ain't gonna go work in no fucking Walmart. I ain't gonna." And I'm like, "Bro, that's part of the struggle. Like, that's you gotta make money somehow. And if you can't get it, on the corner or whatever it is, you gotta find a way to get that money."
man, man, you got one thing about it. I see my I was always labeled a finesser. Basically I always know how to find a way to make some money, whether it's doing the smallest thing, or whether it's selling honey buns, whatever it is.
Yes,
I can sell it, you know what I'm saying? Anything, I can. For real.
it's within you,
This
man. It's
clothing
in you
this
deep.
this clothing brand I got on right here, let me see if I can show you, see if I can twist my, this my clothing brand right here I got on. uh, uh,
Yeah, let's see that. I like that.
you know, you know, some like I be selling these to the people. I come through, I probably sell about 50 of these, you know what I'm saying? Even though they ain't for a high price, but 50, if you got 50 of them, 50 of them, then you selling them for a certain price, that's gonna add up, so I just, little things like that. Clothing brand, I got the clothing brand out, Millionaire Bag Boys Clothing. That's going crazy for real. But I'm finna revamp it, because I'm finna do a joint feature. I'm trying to do a joint feature right now with a big designer. I don't want to really, I don't really want to say it yet, but with a big designer, I'm trying to do a joint feature right now, ready to do a big collaboration on something real nice, you know what I'm saying, real soon. But that's just really what I be doing. I just make a way. I just find a way, and after I find a way, I stick with it. Anything, like I said, music, the music. See, artists don't really understand the music. It pays out, but you have to do something else. You have to sell clothing, because it's all about an image. It's all about a profile. So if your profile isn't sellable, nobody's going to want to really check into you.
Right. Right. And I think you nailed it with saying just being a finesser. Like, there's so many ways. There's a billion ways to get it in this world. And if you could put your pride to the side for a little bit, you know, it's going to come and it's going to be able to support that dream. So yeah, man, I respect that. Cause again, if you could find any way to get it, bro, go ahead and get it. Now let's talk about the name, my man. Where did the name Glo Gotti come from?
Well, you know, back when I first started rapping, you know, my favorite rapper was Yo Gotti, you know, so you know, I do gotta throw that out there, you know, but you know, that had a little bit to do with it, but you know, basically, everybody called me Low, you know what I'm saying? So when I was shooting ball, you know, basically Low went from Low to Low Gotti, you know, then it went all the way to Glo Gotti, you know, and I just stuck with it, you know what I'm saying? I just, you know, basically, I was known for wearing all white, you know what I'm saying? You know, I come out in all white, you know, and they, you know, and everybody be like, hey, he glowing, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, people said it so much, I just, you know, I said, hey, you know, might well call me Glo Gotti, you know what I'm saying? For real, for real. So that's basically where that came from.
Talk about, have you ever been to Colorado?
No, but I definitely want to come. I'm trying to work on getting a plane ticket right now.
Man, you got to pull up, bro. If you get into Colorado, turns out the studio here has got to be the first place you pull up. Do this live in here.
Oh no, hey man, I'm telling you, man, I'm glad you even said that because for real, we can definitely set something up. I will come out there for that reason alone. Just I will make that my reason to come directly
Yes.
out there. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
bro. And I'm telling you, the connections you'll make here at the studio. Shout out the Content Creation Studio. This is where we do all our podcasts. It's just a whole networking vibe here, man. Colorado music. Now, Colorado has a distinct sound when it comes to our music. What would you say the style and a sound like that from where you're from is like, bro?
Well, you know, out of Virginia, you know, basically, you know, you got all different type of flows where I'm from, man. You got people singing, you know, you got some people rapping, you know what I'm saying? But to be honest, in Virginia, it's just a lot of different versatile flows, to be honest with you.
I fulfill you on that. Who are some of the artists out there? If you had to, I asked the last artist we had on that was in Columbus, Ohio, and he gave us some names. But if you had to say there's some other artists out there that are making moves that we should keep an eye out for, maybe even reach out to, who would you say some of those artists are?
For sure, for sure. Well, shoot, let me see, let me see. Let me see. I know you got one artist go by the name of let me see. It's so many of them. I gotta kind of skim through, man. It's a lot of them, man, for real. Um, let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see. One of them go by I believe his name is Rambo. Rambo, you can check his music out, you know, Rambo the G, something like that. It should pop up though. He got a couple nice songs out, man. For real, for real. You know, he really underrated.
Yeah.
It's a let me see, it's a couple guys, it's another guy, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I can't even.
Hey, man, that's fine. We'll dig in. We'll look for some
No, I
artists.
mean
And
it's so
maybe,
many. Yeah, it's
yeah,
so
bro.
many
You're
of them,
like,
man.
which one am I gonna go with? That's cool. What about people in your camp, man? Who are some of the people that you got in your team on your team?
Oh right, oh for sure, for sure. Right now, man, I got somebody I just now signed to the team. We working on this music right now. His name is Crush. You know what I'm saying? We still really working on this whole, you know, everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want to, you know, put too much out there, but yeah, his name is Crush, man. He out of Greensboro, man. He he nice with it, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, plus he got the image, you know, so you know that's really what I like to see, you know, because the music is 10%, man. But you know, if you don't got the image, then it ain't nothing you can do. You know, you can't act, you can't do anything, you know.
Yeah,
You
man.
know?
That's one thing that a lot of artists don't get over is understanding that sometimes if you just ain't got it, you just don't have it. I mean, numbers will speak for themselves, followers will speak for themselves, streams will speak for themselves. How important is it for an artist to be patient in this game? Because everyone these days wants instant. They want to pop, they want to blow, they want everyone streaming. How important is it to be patient in this game, my man?
I got you. Well, basically, man. To be honest with you, man, it's mainly it's basically mainly more like you kind of have to stay relevant, to be honest, because if you don't stay relevant, then the thing it won't. Hold on one second. Yeah, basically you have to stay relevant, man, because if you don't stay relevant, then things people start forgetting about you real fast, man. It's so many artists every day that they're coming out every day, So if you don't drop a video, or if you don't drop a video, or if you don't keep your music alive, keep your at least keep your image up, keep posting, keep yourself out there. People gonna forget about you fast, man. I mean, you got people forgetting about big artists. If they forgetting about big artists, then they're gonna forget about you.
Man, you nailed it, bro. I mean, there's some artists I talk to and they're like, yo, I ain't dropped something in a year, 2 years. I'm like, you done damn dead in this game.
Hey,
you fucking gone, bro. Like, yeah, I was like, well, homeboy hit me the other day. He wanted to interview. I'm like, all right, bro, what's the last track you did? When was it? He's like, bro, I ain't putting anything out since like 2017. And I'm like,
oh
bro.
no. What we gonna talk about? I mean,
I was like, what the fuck? What do you want to interview about? Like the shit back in 07? Like, bro, you way behind the game. Oh man, so that's I couldn't even believe it. I'm like, bro, you got to put something out like ASAP. Like, get your ass in the studio today.
Yeah, man. Hey, and that's for real, man. Like, if you don't keep that music, if you don't keep it flowing, and people don't get to hear that for real, to be honest, I'm gonna be real honest. A lot of artists, this what a whole lot of artists fail with, because this what I fail with. When you coming out, it's not really no pamphlet on how to come out or do this stuff. It's just you see certain people blow, you see certain people, that don't blow, so you trying to figure out a gimmick or a way you can blow, it's just up to you on what's going to work for you, to be honest, because when you coming out, it took me 4 to 5 years. I didn't even know three of those years. I didn't even know about a Spotify. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's and that just shows the goal right there. It's a lot of guys that's especially street guys, that they in the street, they don't know about all this technology stuff and making sure your stuff stay up.
That's a whole new world for them.
Man, it took me, I kid you not, I had to not drop some. I had to study for like a whole year on Spotify, Apple Music, the music world, streaming. I had to just take a second and just study, because I was making myself like a fool. I was dropping music, and what these artists don't understand, when you dropping all your music on SoundCloud, you're not getting paid for that. You will get paid for it if you get a certain amount of plays, but most likely you're not going to get those plays. Unless most likely, you have to get like $1 billion or something, million or something, it's just not designed. If you don't know that, if you don't know this tech savvy, this industry, how to get in with these streaming and knowing how to, talk to these people, like how we talking right now, it's a lot of guys out there that wish they could do this, but they so one track mind, they don't understand this phone and how to make this stuff work. They probably wouldn't have even went through with it. They would have said, "Oh, I don't know how to do it. I don't know what to do."
Fuck that. Nope. I don't even know where to fucking start, bro. But I'm glad you mentioned that, because that is one thing that so many artists, and I think now people are starting to get on. But you're right. Like if you haven't adapted, not just to the industry, but musically, if you haven't adapted to what the streaming world has done to the game, you really are behind the ball. Cause like you said, I have so many artists that would hit me up and they'll be like, yo, I'm on SoundCloud. And I'm like, are you on Spotify? Are you on Apple Music? Like, are you ASCAP? Like all these different things that an artist should know, and they're not. And I'm like, bro, you're putting yourself at such a disadvantage because you haven't studied the game and kept up with the game.
Exactly. And what I was taught in school, if you don't know something, if you don't know something, most of the time, if you study something for 2 hours a day, every day, if you really want to know something, you study it for 2 hours every day, most likely you're gonna know it.
Yeah.
It might take a while, but that's what studying is about. In school, I hated studying. I hated having to study and then go take a test, but I would do it. I would study probably about 30 minutes, and then I'd take an hour in between other classes studying the material right before I get to my next class, and
Right.
it, out the grace of God, that just worked for me. I was able to graduate and walk the stage, but a lot of people didn't. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of people, they didn't understand that, studying, you have to study. That's the only way you're going to pass your test, pass in life, pass in
Right.
anything you're trying to do. You got to study.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, Glo, man, I appreciate you so much for being on today's show. We're gonna have to do this again. Is the knowledge you dropped is some gems. You definitely brought some gems to Turnt Up TV. Before I let you go, man, let everybody know where they could find your music and keep up with you social media wise.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm on Instagram at Glo Gotti _120. You can keep up with me on there. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitter at Almighty Loso if you want to follow me on Twitter. And all my music is on YouTube under Glo Gotti, and Apple Music, Glo Gotti, Spotify, Glo Gotti, Tidal, Glo Gotti. Basically all streaming services. iHeartRadio. We just now hit 11,000 listeners on Spotify about a day ago, so thank God everything's going up, so everything Glo Gotti, you can follow me anywhere, Glo Gotti, everything's going to pop up. Google Glo Gotti, everything pop up.
That's how it is, how it's going to be. Turnt Up TV all the way down in Virginia. Glo Gotti, my guy, I appreciate you typing in, my man. We're going to have to stay here. I'm going to have to hit you up to get some of that gear you got going on, bro.
Oh yeah. I definitely look out, man. Man, you already know.
Yes, sir. And like I said, whenever you get to Colorado, bro, we the first spot you got to pull up on.
Oh yes. Hey. To be honest, look, I'm gonna try to book my plane ticket now.
Get that today, bro. Those flights like round trip are like $59. You can't beat that shit.
I know that's right, bro.
I appreciate you, my man. Turnt Up TV, Colorado's #1 show. Virginia to Colorado, Colorado to Virginia. I'm your host, Lance Maharez. I gotta go.